Well, greetings YouTube, LMS Tactical here. This is a short video, actually an audio. I thought I'd share it just as an educational exercise and maybe a giggle or two. I know that little mini, what's his name, Bloomberg, is out of the running as of, I think, today or yesterday. And I hadn't had a chance to upload this about 3 days ago. I got one of those random calls from somebody from the Bloomberg campaign, and I was out in the backyard, so I didn't get a chance to start recording right away. I had to kind of run into the house, and I caught the last 3/4 of the call I wanted to share with you. He was trying to get me to vote for Bloomberg. I pretty much told him to F off, thinking he'd hang up on me, and he's a Jamaican guy that was working for the Bloomberg campaign, and quite shockingly, he decided to stick around and talk, and so you can hear what we talked about. I think it might be fun, interesting, or maybe a waste of time. I'll let you decide. So have a listen.
Okay. So there is nothing in the world, and listen, you can vote for who you want. I just want you to realize a couple of things coming from a real New Yorker.
Yes.
Okay. Donald Trump is bad news. And if you believe, if you're drinking the Kool-Aid about him, okay, I want you to take a second look. Because if you want a guy who can do stuff, okay, Mike Bloomberg is world class, and Donald Trump is a jackass.
Okay, and let me just say off the bat that I really appreciate you taking the time to even discuss it. You're the first one that at the sound of Trump's name doesn't just say fuck off and hang up.
No, I gave the guy a shot. But he's a liar, he's a cheat, okay? And he's got a lot of people. I don't know what it is that they got over him. It's like he's under hypnosis or something.
Well, let me.
He's not the guy he's not the guy I knew back in the 1980s and 90s.
Well, let me ask this. Let me ask you this, because you bring up things that are being discussed all over social media, and I've never had anybody that's willing to talk about it. So you brought up his father giving him money, and I know that that's a big issue with some of the younger folks. But
I don't care about that. No, that's not what I meant. I'm not saying that the father shouldn't give him money, because that's what you work for, to give your kids money.
Okay.
But you don't want to give them money and then let them lose it. You want them to build on it.
But he lost it, and did he not make a comeback? And by filing...
He did not. No, he did not make a comeback. What he did was he stole other people's money. Okay? What he did was I play golf, and there's a thing called a mulligan, okay?
Yeah.
When you make a shot and you try to take a second shot when you're not supposed to, that's called a mulligan, okay? And Trump has had a lot of mulligans in his life.
But are they not, let me ask you this, though. Is a loophole, let's just talk about taxes, because some people are like, well, he filed bankruptcy. What I'm asking you is, if you take advantage, because Trump's a businessman like Bloomberg, if you take advantage of a legal loophole, even though it might morally suck, are you an idiot or are you a smart business person?
No, you are immoral, because a good guy doesn't have to cheat, okay?
But is it cheating? Is it cheating if it's a legal action, is what I'm saying? In other words...
But that's not what he did. What he did is he left other people holding the bag, okay? In other words, there are a lot of people who would love to take a sledgehammer to his head if they could, because he left them, other partners, holding the bag. And why do you think in New York they're taking his name off every single building that they can?
Well, I mean, they despise the guy. I mean, that's no secret.
But with good reason. Listen, people in New York don't hate you just because of how you look. They have a reason why they hate you. It's because you cost them money, okay? It's because you do bad things. Because in New York, they don't care how you look. They care about how much money you cost them. And Trump is costing us a fortune.
Well,
okay?
Let me ask you this. Let's assume, because I happen to believe that people that become millionaires, for the most part, and people that become government leaders, for the most part, they do it by crawling up and stepping down on other people. I mean, that's kind of, I'm a retired police officer. There's a certain personality for everything. And a cake baker wouldn't make a good cop, and a cop wouldn't make a good fucking brain surgeon. So, these guys it's a dog-eat-dog world. Let's put everything in the past away, and let's look at him as a president now. What is it that he has done as a president that is so gut wrenching that you can't bring yourself to fucking stomach him? That's my question.
Trump?
Yeah, aside from his mannerisms and the way he speaks, I get that. But I mean, as far as action.
Okay, he has done absolutely nothing.
He did not move. He did not move the embassy to Jerusalem as every other president promised. He didn't get that done.
Why is that important to you?
Well, because why was it important enough for every president to campaign on it and then not do it?
No. Listen, the point is that you don't want people throwing stink bombs at you after you do things like that, and that is what's going to happen. Because what is happening is that he's taking care of one side because his son-in-law made it happen. Okay, but he doesn't realize there is no two-sided kind of a peace talk here with the Arabs. Okay, what he has done is he's unilaterally taken the embassy and put it in Jerusalem.
As was promised by every other president. Why would they campaign on that? Why did no one else do that?
Because nobody campaigned on moving it to Jerusalem.
They all said that. Like Bush said it. Bush said that was on his campaign thing. That was one of them. Okay, what about the wall? What about the wall? And you're going to tell me it's not done and we're paying for it. But the fact.
Can you please tell me what a wall will do in the 21st century?
Let me ask you something. Does Bloomberg have a wall around his property? Yes.
No, yeah, but those are not good arguments.
Why not?
Let me tell you why not. Because most of the illegal people who come to this country don't come through the wall. They come through the airport and they overstay their welcome. Okay, most people, okay, in other words, of the 100%, more than 72% of all people who come here illegally did not come through the wall.
So they're not. They were not crossing through the Arizona desert. That's all the video.
I'm not saying you don't have people who do that. I am saying that you've got to find the big picture, and the big picture is that most illegals, if you really are interested in illegal people, then what you want to do is you want to stop people hiring illegal people, and then they will dry up and go back home. All you have to do is stop feeding. It's like feeding pigeons, okay? If you don't want a pigeon infestation in your city, you don't go and throw breadcrumbs on the street.
Okay, I agree. I agree with you 100%. But what you're doing is you're making my argument in terms of all the benefits that these illegals get here. Now, just so you know, and you can look at my YouTube channel, this is covered exclusively and on my podcast. I have right now in my house a family of South Africans that have fled the country. They were in the Mexican border for 3 months. I paid for their hotel with all of the other people that were swarming the border. They came across, they said, we're pleading asylum. They are not allowed to take one benefit. When they need to go to the hospital, I've got to pay for everything. If they take one federal benefit, they get deported, and their court case isn't coming up for 2 months. They've been here almost a year. So my point is, my wife, she came from Vietnam legally, but it took her 10 years to become a citizen. She wasn't getting free cars and free phones and all this other shit. So why is it that the left promises all this free driver's license, sanctuary cities? Is it wrong for a country to take care of its own people ahead of others? And we're all immigrants. All of us are immigrants. I get that.
You're not going to get an argument out of me with that because I'm agreeing with you on that, okay? But what I am saying to you is that Michael Bloomberg is not a left-wing person. Anything that Trump is, okay, Michael Bloomberg is the real deal.
What about the Second Amendment?
What about it?
Okay, this is what are New York's gun laws? I'm a huge Second Amendment guy.
Okay, yeah, but hold on. Let's be reasonable, okay? Nobody says this wants to take away your gun.
Nobody said that? How about Beto O'Rourke? Damn right we're coming for your AR-15s.
Hold on a second. All that I am saying, okay, is that common sense has to, you need a license to drive a car, don't you?
Yep.
Okay, so right. So if somebody's going to go in and have 4 to 3 subatomic, what you call it?
No, I got you.
Automatic pistols under their bed, what's the good of that? Because some crazy crackpot is going to come and use it and kill a bunch of people and give everyone else a bad name. So all that I am saying and all that Bloomberg is saying is that, and by the way, one shoe doesn't fit it all. Okay, so what he's saying is common sense gun laws. Nobody's coming for your guns. Okay, that's propaganda.
Now, I notice a bit of an accent, and I'm not going to ask you where that's from, but I want.
From Jamaica. From Jamaica.
Okay.
And I'll tell you the reason why I can look. I'm looking at this country like I came from Mars. Okay, and I am saying, what the hell? I mean, are these people crazy? Here's a guy. You have one guy who is world class. Okay, he's world class because first of all, he was the mayor of New York 3 times. He almost ran for mayor of London, and he could have done it too. There's a guy who has a Harvard MBA, the real deal. Here's a guy who started, he used to park cars in a parking lot, and now he's worth $67.5 billion. Okay, so he's a capitalist. He's no left-wing, crazy like Bernie Sanders. Okay,
Yeah.
He's a guy who has proven that he can do stuff, and he's not a crackpot. Okay, why would anybody in his right mind vote for Bernie Sanders or vote for Donald Trump? It is crazy. That's all that I'm saying.
No,
Please, I mean, just think about it for a while, okay?
Oh, I always do. Just so you know, I never close my mind. I can't. That's why I'm talking with you, and that's why I appreciate you talking, because the minute what makes people like me very upset are people that are just for their team, regardless of what the facts are. You got to keep an open mind always, because if you just lock in and say, hey, if one thing that was alleged about Donald Trump was to be proven true, I would get off the Trump train. But I'm telling you, it's a lot of bullshit.
I would do it, but I don't have the time because I'm on a phone back.
Right. I got you.
But suffice it to say, okay, honestly, I am a Republican. Okay, I'm not even a Democrat.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm telling you, I'm like a Colin Powell Republican. Okay, Bloomberg used to be a Republican, so he knows how to do stuff.
But were you upset at all when Bloomberg was enforcing things like fucking how big of a drink people can have? Are you afraid at all of?
Nobody is perfect.
Listen,
Nobody is perfect.
no, but people.
What I like about Bloomberg, here's what I like about Bloomberg, and I can point to mistakes that everybody on that stage made. Okay, what I like about Bloomberg is that he admits his mistake. He said, I might have gone overboard with such and such a thing.
Right.
But I won't do it. I learned from my mistake, and not only will I promise you that I won't do such and such a thing, here's what I am going to do.
Well, I appreciate that, but just so you know, before we hang up, I look at a deeper picture. The size of a drink, I don't give a crap about that. But what that tells me is that when people are comfortable with the government telling you so many things that you can do, history is full of governments that slowly etched away for good common sense changes. South Africa is a good example. Fucking Vietnam's a good example. Cuba, look at Venezuela. They use that too much, but that's the newest one. When you give away a right, you never get it back. And remember, but you got to remember. I ask you to remember that America is not like other countries. Our Constitution was founded on the fact that it's limited government that the people control, not vice versa, like every other country. That's why we came here and created this country.
I understand. And all that I'm saying is in agreement with you. I'm saying Elizabeth Warren wants to take stuff away. Bernie Sanders wants to take stuff away.
Right.
The only people on that stage that didn't want to take something away from you was Buttigieg,
Yeah.
Bloomberg, and the old man Biden up to a point. I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen, the two mayors didn't want to take stuff away from you. Bernie Sanders want to take away every freaking thing from you.
Right.
Okay. Elizabeth Warren is, going on a slippery slope to steal stuff from you. You want 10 to 1% of this next month.
Yeah.
Going to be, forget about it. The only one that wants to not take stuff away from you is Bloomberg and Buttigieg. Okay, and of course Steyer, but Steyer's out of the picture now. Okay, because these people know what it means to make money and to make stuff out of nothing.
Yes.
Okay, that's why I'm telling you, if you like Trump, vote for Bloomberg, because he's the only one that can do everything that Trump pretends that he can do.
Well,
he did it already.
I will definitely pay more attention to Bloomberg. I'm gonna tell you, I love Trump beyond like I die for him. I'm gonna check him out. But listen to me. Also, I didn't ask your name. I didn't get it. I don't want it. But I am gonna probably put this up on my YouTube channel because people need to hear this, and it'll be helping you out too. You know what I mean? I'm recording this last part of it, so
Okay.
I think it's a good thing as long as people are discussing.
You can go to my Facebook personal if you want.
Well, if you
See stuff I write.
okay, so put out your Facebook thing right now, and it'll be on the recording. Go ahead and put it out.
My Facebook is Douglas Crosdale, Croxdale.
Okay, that's going to go out to about.
And you're going to see a lot of stuff that I write because I've never done this before, by the way. Okay, I've never been a volunteer for any political campaign. Okay, and secondly, I am a registered Republican. And I am doing this because something has got to happen because this country is going to shit.
And you won't believe it. You won't believe it. But I'm a libertarian, and I will vote for the right person. I don't care what title we give him.
I'm glad we had this talk.
No, I thank you for. Look, I expect you to hang up on me when I said I fucking love Trump. You didn't, and I got to give you a salute for that.
No, I don't hate Trump.
No,
I just don't want him running the country.
look, so many.
No,
so many people hate Trump supporters, and the fact that you're willing to talk tells me a lot about you, brother, and I appreciate it.
Okay, take care.
All right, be safe.